Hello viewers of the internet, and welcome to this video where I have a Handicam. Well, actually, my third Handicam, and probably the worst of them all, technically. It is the smallest of them all, I guess, which is a positive. However, if I open this thing up, you'll see it is just a basic Handicam from probably quite a few years back. However, it does have a saving grace. It was only £15 and it came with, well, this bag of stuff which I'll be going through in a moment. We also have a battery which, if I can loosen it there. It is a FV30, yeah. It is an NP FV30, hope you can see that there. Sorry about my hands shaking a little. And that is smaller than my FP50. Which is my smallest battery, below the FV70, sorry, and then I have a pair of FV100s, I think. So yeah, it's small. However, this battery, if I have to, it will fit in this camera I'm recording it on. So, you know, for £15, it does have a lot of benefits to being a Handicam. I mean, it was just chance that it was a Handicam, really. They've had mini DV cams as well, but I didn't see much point bothering with them. It's just far too old a standard, really, to bother with. Now, we don't have a touchscreen. Although I've not turned it on, I can tell that now because we've got a joystick. Unless it has both, which is possible. We have a video light. Always a nice feature to have, even if it's not the most sophisticated video light. A little touch of chrome. Always what I like. The colour scheme is notably 2007. It matches my Fujitsu Siemens PC. Why is this hand up here even? It matches my Fujitsu Siemens PC exactly, like some black plastic that's kind of matte and then some slightly smoother silver plastic. I do like silver plastics actually. It gives quite a nice aura, would you say, overall? I quite like the look and overall feel of it. We do have a tripod mount as well. The thing about these is, I feel if you know what you're doing with a cheap camcorder like this, you can make some real magic with it. And in many ways, it's more of a challenge than if you just handed the latest DSLR, or in my case, what's it called, AX53 Handicam. Also the power supply, I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet, but if we go into the bag, we have the same power supply, at least looks like the same power supply, and has the same plug that my camcorder has. We have also a male-to-male audio cable, so if you need to connect, say, a TV with a VGA and you want to use the TV's speakers, that's what you'll use to connect the speakers to a PC. So all in all, that's like a nice little extra. I don't know if that even came with the camera or whether the previous owner just, when they gave it to the charity shop, they thought it came with it or something. This plug, yeah, it goes in there. It should go in here. I could try it now, but I don't want to mess while I'm recording. It looks to have an American plug. That's the only thing that I noticed that's different. I should still be able to use a block though, because this part just unplugs, and I think I can use a standard one there, one of these. I don't know, I really don't. I don't know if the previous owner again came from America, but we also have this bag. This was included. I think I've gone through that pocket, yes I have. There's something in here, some cable, yeah. That is the standard PC cable. It's also used by the PlayStation 3 to connect to the controller, maybe PlayStation 4, I don't know. So all this stuff will just connect somewhere else on the camera. I think you have to open it to connect it to a PC. I have had an idea though, because I've got a cheap PC and various other bits, I could build a £50 editing setup with this and really see how it goes, because with all this expensive equipment, it's easy to record great videos. However, do you need expensive equipment? I mean, this has everything you need, technically. It has a lens, a manual lens cover, and it has a lens, But hey, that's still useful. Most smartphones don't have that, and it means I'm having to wipe the lens all the time. And I probably shouldn't have done that over my own voice. Terrible video quality by me. And yeah, if you look closely there, you might be able to tell the lens is a bit greasy. I did have a Panasonic SD80, it was better than this, I'll say that now. I'll say that camera was better than this, but as I say, if I can use the power brick, if I can use the bag, it's got its uses, okay? For £15, it's not a huge amount of money either. Just, is that stuck? I don't know. I think it gets stuck a bit there. It's fine though. I don't expect everything from a cheap camera. You're supposed to just turn off a camera and go scream at it. As the audio. Also, the other thing I wanted to mention, it is SD card compatible. As I said before, a lot of the ones they had were mini DV cameras. This is SD card, so it will work with all your modern cards. It's actually SDXC compatible, so it will work with larger capacity cards as well if you want it to. Not just ones below 4GB or 4GB or below, because certain readers, I think, certain card readers can only read up to 4GB cards pre about 2008. So hey, there's a hint at where this is from. It's at least newer than 2008. It also has some kind of steady shot. I wouldn't be surprised if that's digital only, but the fact that it's got a stabilization system is good. And 70 times extended zoom, that is where the real positive comes in. Because for £50 you can get a camera that zooms that far. That is remarkable. It's not completely optical zoom, but I would hazard a guess that still 30 times of that zoom is optical zoom, so that's not bad. And we have on the side imprinted 18 times digital zoom. You don't want to use that though, it'll wreck what's already a low resolution picture. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to jump now into some sample footage I will have recorded by the time this video goes up, so you can analyse the results for yourself. I'm not going to compare it to my other cameras because the quality is going to be lower, no question of it. But wouldn't it be interesting to just see? Watch the video! So, here I am on the sofa again, eating rice cakes of no specific manufacturer, as I attempt to talk about the footage you've just seen. Well, I can't say anything, honestly. I don't think it's great quality, but then you may differ, because the ultimate thing to remember is it's what you think, not what I think, that's important. For sure, YouTube compression and all that as well should make it look slightly worse, but ultimately, what you see is what you get. I can't try and change your mind, that would just be called bias. Although I do have 3 Handicams, so, you know, I'm probably quite biased in the matter. Anyway, still, you know, the video is done now. Goodbye.